YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcel G and you're in That Was Easy. Today is going to be super easy. I'm making just stuffed raviolis. It's pre-made already. They're the frozen aisle with ground beef and some salad on the side. Later on I'll be making some chicken as well. I'll probably record that one. But I was thinking, why not? It's a rainy day. I've been sick. Everyone's been sick. So I wanted to do something fairly easy and don't complicate things. Even though I love to experiment with food, I decided let me just do something quick. So half of it will be like homemade. The other side is already generically made. You know, like the sauce will be, it's already made. Which I will show you a sauce that I normally, because normally I make my own spaghetti sauce. I always do. But like I said, I don't, I'm like under the weather and I am lazy and it's rainy and it's cloudy. It feels so depressing, but I'm hungry and it's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's about that time to eat. So let me show you what I'm working with here. Here you go. Alrighty now. What we got here is the following. Obviously, I'm using ground beef. These are like maybe 2.5 pounds, maybe 3. I'm just making for more because hopefully, you know, if I'm having, maybe some people are going to come over, so I'll really, you know, I need to make a little bit extra. But if you're just feeding a few people, just make it less. But for this one, I'm using like 2.5 to 3 pounds of ground beef. You can use also turkey. You can use, yeah, turkey. If that's the kind of meat, turkey, ground turkey or beef. I love my red meat. What could I say, huh? And we're gonna add to that will be onion powder. We're also gonna be adding garlic, some minced onion, some paprika, some parsley, black pepper. Oh, there you go, black pepper. Same pepper as last time. And what I'm using for the sauce also is this one. It's this is the first time I use this one, to be honest with you, because I love making my own, but this one sounds so good. 5 cheese, and I heard it's really good. I think I've had it before with my sister, but I'm not quite sure, but it's really good. And some chicken broth and oil, any kind of oil. But this is really good oil, you guys. If you could find this, the soybean oil, some good stuff. It really is. It's healthier, less I mean, it's really good, and it's really good if you have there we go, cholesterol problems. It's really good. And then of course, I got my little raviolis. This is cheese-filled raviolis. This one I got it from the dollar store, you guys. Yeah, and it's a good amount. So I'm making 2. Like I said, I'm maybe be expecting some friends to come over, so I'm making extra just in case. And I was, you know, I always was raised that way. I don't know about you guys, but my mom will raise us as always make extra food, because you never know when someone comes over and you're eating something. If for you, you know, like to eat in front of them, that's kind of odd and weird and disrespectful. That's what you always offer them, the food that you made. That's what you always make a little extra. And if they don't come over or they don't want any or whatever the case might be, you still have for the next day, you know? And of course, like I said, I'm always eyeing my food. But for you guys, so that way you can know, I have my measuring cups and little spoons and all that stuff. So that way you know exactly how much I'm using. I'm going to be making a salad as well. But let's start with boiling our ravioli and then starting with our ground beef. Okay? So let's do that, and hopefully this goes well. Not like last time when this happened to me. Look at the eggs. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, eggs. Alright, so in the eggs, we're going to do the following. Oh, this is going to be sweet. Okay. The red hot sauce, I'm going to mix in Oh my god, I want to look at this. Oh Jesus Christ, why did I do that? Yes, I burned my eye. I was, because I know my niece was asking what happened, and I said I was trying to taste the hot sauce, but I had some in my finger, so when I did this, it went in my eye, and that's what happened. I was like, oh God, so yeah, hopefully this goes well. Alright, you guys, I'll be right back. Let's start. Okay, so we're back, and now we're gonna start just boiling the ravioli. I have the water boiling. Once you see that it's getting nice and bubbly, you're good to go. And you're gonna add some salt. Now, a lot of people don't really add salt to them. I do. I just add like a couple of pinches of salt, and that's about it. It's not necessary to add oil to it, but I'm so used to it. I add just a little bit of oil in the water. That's all. So it doesn't stick together. You don't have to do that. And the reason why is because, I mean, if you're eyeing it, you just have to constantly stir it, and that's all it is. But since I'm doing multiple things, I don't want it to stick. It does not mean that you take your eyes off of your pasta, because it can get really, really mushy, and you want it to be al dente. You want it to still be nice and firm now that it's falling apart, So you do have to take care of your pasta. It's like a newborn baby. Your pasta is a newborn baby. Okay. So I'm just going to put the pasta in here. And this goes for any kind of pasta. Any. Now depending. Because there's some pasta like angel hair pasta. It takes a little less time to cook. Not like spaghettis. This one, it's ravioli. So it's thick, and it has, inside it has filling. So it'll take just a bit longer, It's in the middle between angel hair and spaghettis. Just like that. Or maybe, yeah, right between, yeah. So I'm going to pour this in. Please be careful. I'm putting it in one by one because I don't want to get splashed. And these are yummy. They really, really are. And they have different kind of fillings. This one is just cheese. Cheese filling. What I'm assuming will be ricotta. I bet it's just ricotta. But I hear the word cheese, I'm all on it. So we're going to let it boil, and in the meanwhile, we're going to do our meat. Okay, so we're going to start with paprika. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of paprika. In it goes. Next, it's going to be 2 tablespoons of garlic. Here goes 1 and 2. Up next, onion powder. 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Goes right in. What's next? It's going to be minced onion. Now this is if you want to do it. Now, because you already put the onion powder in it, I just like the texture of it once you cook it with the sauce, because this starts to get nice and soft, and it's really yummy. I'm a big texture girl. Texas girl. So what I do is I do this. I get the palm of my hand. This is if you want to do this. Remember I told you guys I'm going to teach you a little something. You're going to learn today. Alright, so you see that amount right there? You put your palm this way like this. And you see that little hole right inside? That's how much I have in there. And that's the equivalent of 1 tablespoon. So all you do, just put it right in there. So I told you guys I'm going to teach you tricks. So that is equivalent to 1 tablespoon. So if you don't have this, and everything that I use, that is not that is a tablespoon, it is the equivalent of you just putting your hand, like if you're carrying a little baby bird, and then you put it right in the middle, like it's gonna be a little hole. You just fill it up. That is 1 tablespoon. Believe me, you're gonna start getting good at it if you try it. It's gonna be awesome. So Pepper is how you want it. You could, there is, pepper is a little spicy if you put too much. So if you don't like spicy like that, then don't put too much. But pepper does give it a great base to any meal. Actually, it gives it a nice light, like very like spicy, almost like a light spicy but nutty flavor to it. And dependent, because you have white pepper, you have black pepper. So I'm using black pepper. I'm just gonna use a little bit of salt. Now you're saying how much salt? I will show you right now. From what I'm using, and that's all that I'll be using, it's literally, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. 1/4 of a teaspoon. Or even less than that if you want. Just shake on it. Because to be honest, beef already has enough sodium on it. And we're also using chicken broth as well. Now for the chicken broth, we're going to remove these little puppies here. Say goodbye. And we're going to our cups. So for this, we're going to be using 1/4 of a cup of chicken broth. Now, this is, a little something that I learned a while ago, and let me tell you, it gives it very good flavor. And I also use chicken broth when I'm doing my sauces as well, because like I said, I do my homemade sauces all the time. I need to start checking on my pasta. Let's do this. Look, they're starting to float. I don't know if you can see them back there. They're starting to float. So once they start floating, they're pretty much good to go. So I have to give them a check. But in the meanwhile, I'm just letting you know, go ahead and mix all of this up. There we are. Just mix, mix, mix. And last but not least, our parsley. And like I was telling you before, parsley is not very strong, so it's not a problem you putting as much as you want. It just gives it a flavor, but it's not going to affect if you put too much. It really is not. Especially dried parsley. So we're going to go ahead and just add however amount you want of parsley. But for the amount that I just used right now, that was the equivalent of maybe a little less of 1 tablespoon. Everything I'm using is basically 1 tablespoon. You can actually use 1 teaspoon, but no, not with parsley. Do 1 tablespoon. I recommend it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to check on the raviolis and just mix this all in. Make sure it's all mixed in. And I'll be right back, you guys. Alright guys, so we're back. I already took out my raviolis from the hot water, and I ended up putting some cold water. I flashed it so that way it doesn't continue cooking. So they're now ready. So I'm gonna put these away, and we're gonna start with our ground beef. I gave it a nice good mix, and I'm gonna be cutting some mushrooms and some chives, and we're gonna saute them very quickly in the pan before we put in our meat. It's really quick, so I'm gonna put these away, and we're gonna start with our chives. I'm gonna put a little oil in our pan, and not too much because you don't want too much oil. I'm using very fatty ground beef. There's some ground beef that you're gonna need oil. This one is very fatty as it is. So yeah, and depending, even if you use turkey doesn't have that much fat. So I'm just using the oil to saute the vegetables, which would be my mushrooms and my chives, so that way I can go in with my ground beef. Okay, I'll come back and show you guys how that's done. Just chop it all the way you want it. Just watch your fingers, you guys. And you can chop, and put your fingers in your way. No fingers in the way. Okay, so We chopped our onions. I mean, our onions, our mushrooms. Sorry, brain dead. I told you I'm sick. And our chives. Remember to wash your vegetables all the time. I got this now heated. It's just to make it nice and sizzle. You want to hear that sizzle. So we're gonna start with the mushrooms here. Put them in. Yep. And add your chives. Ooh, it's sizzling. It's angry. It's ready to go. I'm gonna use the same spoon. Going in the same place regardless, so yeah. And we're just gonna saute this just for a little bit. Oh, I can already smell I love the smell of mushrooms. I love it. And you wanna make it chunky. Do not make it to the point that it's like mush. No, you want it to be chunky. Hey, I like chunky. I'm all about chunky. Shoot, I'm chunky. Alright, so we're gonna saute these. Give it maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Not even. No. Give it maybe like a minute. 2. Yeah, 2 minutes. I like, because remember, this still has to cook with the meat. So, I'm gonna leave right there because I love the taste and the texture of mushrooms. I really do. And the chives cook off so quickly. But you do want to them to get sauteed. Believe me, it gives it a completely different flavor and texture to it. I love it. Now that's done, guess what time it is? That's right. Time for meat. Bring on meat. So, I'm gonna put the meat in there. Get that ginormous blob in there. So we're gonna start cooking this down. And we're just gonna let it cook. Let me bring you in. What the? You guys are all the way over there. What the heck? No. Let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. Let's bring you in. There we go. There we go. Let's bring you in. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this now in medium high. And I'm gonna start cooking this because it's gonna cook quick. Let me tell you, folks. I mean, come on, the smell that's coming off of here, and it's not even cooked yet. That's why, you know when food is gonna be good when it smells delicious before it's even fully cooked. I love that. I really seriously do. You know when food is gonna be tasty when even before it's already done, it smells like you just want to eat it already. And it smells like I want to eat it already. Okay, so the meat is now done, ready to go. So all we're gonna do is just add the sauce. Like I said, I like making my own, but I remember using this and it was really good. My sister used it. The one that I tasted before was the one in a can. I forgot what it's called. There's the one that's like for $1 or something like that. Those are pretty good. But this one, I think this is the one that my sister used, and they're so good. And you know something else that you could do? You can reuse these, you know, and you can pickle things in it. I like pickling eggs. So using the can to pickle, using the glass to pickle is great. You know, you just wash it, right? And just, you know, do some pickled eggs in it. I'll probably do a little video on pickled eggs because I'd make it really unique. My dad loved it. Loved pickled eggs. I love pickled eggs. I don't know about you guys. But this is all you're going to do. See? That's the sauce. Oh, man, you guys. It smells so good in here. Like you have no idea. You got your mushrooms, your chives, all those spices in there. And I already drained my meat. Now, like I said, if you're using meat that has less, you don't have to drain. I just used meat. It was kind of fatty, so I drained it, some of the oil off of it. Because who wants so much oil, sorry, so much oil on their on their meat, you know, that oily. No, you want sauce. You don't want that much oil. But look at, there it is. And it's ready to go. I'm putting it on very low just to keep it nice and warm. So once it hits the raviolis, we're good to go. Because now I'm going to start cutting the veggies for our salad on the side. All right? Veggie time. Now for the veggies. I got 1 head of lettuce. I got 2 tomatoes. I have, you can add any amount, but I have like a good, just 1 big handful of cilantro. 1 head of onion, just 1 whole onion. 1 head of onion, 1 whole onion. I got some chives here. Use any amount you want. I got 2 celery sticks. It's gonna be some carrots. I just got baby carrots. I love them because you can chop them a little bit and it's fantastic. And then of course there is mushrooms. These I got whole mushrooms. I like buying them chopped, but I couldn't find them when I went yesterday. So this is what I got. So this is gonna be for the salads. All right, you guys. I'll see you there. All right. So it's veggie time. Time to make the salad. Like I said, a full onion, just 1 whole onion. Keep on saying full onion, I don't know, my lingo. And a head of lettuce. I did cut off like half of it because it started getting brown and I didn't like it, so I just did that. And I got some little baby carrots here. You can use full carrots. I'm just lazy, like I said. And 2 tomatoes. We got over here our, you know, cilantro that I wash everything. And our 2 stalks of celery. Oops. All right, so here we go. Let's begin chopping. Now once you chop them, wash the lettuce. You have to go in between the lettuce. Wash them. Onion. Tomate. Carrot time. Kobe. Oh God, so many vegetables. It's good for you guys, it's good. So many. Celery. Cilantro. All right, we're back and dinner is served. The salad, the ravioli with the ground beef with veggies in it. So now the question of all questions, mysterious guy. So how is it?
Hold on, let me swallow first.
Oh jeez, is you gonna choke on me?
No, I'm not gonna choke.
Don't choke.
It is very good. It's excellent.
You like it?
I love it.
Delicious?
Delicious.
And nutritious?
Mm-hmm.
What about this side? You gonna eat that salad?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better eat. You need to eat your veggies, guys. Eat your veggies. It's important. How mysterious guy? That's right. Well, anyway, you guys, mysterious guys gives it a thumb. Do you give it a thumbs up?
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. That's fantastic because you only have 2 hands. So, anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Like I said, I'm always progressing, and it's all because of you guys. Make me feel good. And go check out my video that I did before saying thank you for you folks for my first video that I made. Little by little, I am trying to learn this whole, YouTube world and learning how to edit videos and things like that. But, life is a journey. You have to learn, I mean, come on, right? Am I right? Nah? All right. Well, you guys take care. Be good. Don't do drugs, don't talk to strangers, and crack is whack. And look both ways before crossing the street. All right, guys. I'm delirious. Okay, bye.